Hey everybody, and welcome to my Let's Play of Comix Zone. Continuing off with the, well, I would consider them Sega classics. We have our main character Sketch in New York City, which is kind of obvious because New York City is always desolate, or dark and a brooding place. Now then. Start off in episode 1. I'm using a 6-button mouse for this because you can actually manually block, and with that you actually have the ability to do high attacks, uppercuts, low attacks like I'm showing right now, and of course the mid attack and back attack. Using down up you could do that little scissors kick, and that shoulder attack will destroy most obstacles. No, you're not a superhero, but they say there are two types of people in this world: those who are born great and those that have greatness thrusted upon you. And Sketch, you are the one with greatness thrusted upon you. As you can see, it's a very unique style. I forgot the studio that made this, but they made another game called The Ooze with like parallaxing structures. Either way, they're a very innovative studio, as seen with the whole comic style. Alright, and we're fighting our first boss, which is the mutants, or well, not bosses, sorry, first enemies. And we got our first choices, down or right. I'm gonna go right because that's the right choice to make. Now throughout this whole chapter we'll be fighting mutants, mostly. Now, you know, they're kind of basic, they don't block very much, and die relatively quickly, thankfully. And here we have the best item in the game. Your pet roadkill, the rat. Now then, you can only hold 3 items, but let's see if roadkill will do it. Well, he's supposed to go and pull the lever, but I'm even having trouble with that. I don't know why. There we go. Now then, remember what I said about the shoulder thrust? Easily took care of those barrels, no problem. Unlike if I didn't use it, it would take maybe 4 or 5 hits. And here's another good use for roadkill. In certain parts of the stage, there will be hidden items. We don't need the knife, it seems that we have 3 items already. And here is one of my least favorite my least favorite enemy. He blocks a whole bunch, he has a low hitbox, so it's kind of hard to fully hit him. And he likes to teleport everywhere, which makes him a big pain in the ass. But luckily, I believe he's almost dead. There we go. Now then, this one has a little bit of a trick. You do not want to push it up completely against the wall, because if you did, you wouldn't be able to push it in and destroy all the fire barrels here. And sometimes I fail to do the shoulder thrust, so that's never a good thing. And what you were about to see right there was him about to fire his little... I don't even know what you call it, like a coil projectile. And the screech bats are just here to be annoying as hell. Nothing more than that.
Well done, Turner.
Oh yeah.
And with him, what the was that? You'll find out actually really shortly. Superhero meter really does nothing outside of show the progress that you've made in the game. And this is why we saved the dynamite, to destroy the reinforced door, because otherwise that would have taken a lot of health out of us. And, you know, your health will drain if you are beating on enemies or enemies beating on you. Preferably the former and not the latter. And here, you kind of have to wait until they're done settling. That way, the pods can actually be hit. And you do combo off of every attack. With the low attacks, you see I did a drop kick. And again, you always want roadkill. And I really need to stop doing back kicks, otherwise that's just not going to be good. They always throw these little, I guess you could say puzzles in with the game. Now, strangely enough, there's supposed to be a hand grenade in that box. I don't know why I didn't get one. But hey, that's okay, because we wanted to go to the right anyway. You'll find out what's in those pods later on. I personally do not want to deal with the creature that is inside of them. And you'd find that there's actually not much in terms of repetition, per se. You know, they'll throw different things at you, but overall, I mean, there's no point in the game where you're really repeating the same things you've done outside of fighting enemies. Like right here, we have a puzzle. Not really. Now then. These little scorpion-like creatures are actually what was in the pods. They can be very annoying if you get one on either side of you, because they do like to alternate their attacks. And here are the... I'm not really sure what they're called. I'm gonna call them proto-mutants because they're not fully developed and it just doesn't seem right to be fully called mutants. And for an artist, he pretty much kicks ass. There's no doubt that Sketch has some sort of black belt training. You kind of wonder why. And this episode is actually almost done for, because we have a boss to contend with. Now then. The fist is the superhero attack. It is pretty awesome. It will deal heavy amounts of damage to everything on the screen. And the reason why I was kind of wondering where the hell the grenade went is because you could generally or easily roll underneath this bastard when you hit him with a grenade, specifically for this barrel. This is kind of the easy, cheap way to deal with the boss, and actually if you kill him another way, he'll still say, "You're fired," in a cheap 90s sort of way. Alright, and that is it for my first episode of Comix Zone. I'll hope to see you in the next one.